Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, very pleasant waters. This is a Pianka tank water that goes all the way out to the Chesapeake Bay, and guess what? That goes out to the ocean. This brackish water, we have crabs. Now, you've seen some of my other videos. We pulled in a big haul last time. This time we're hoping for a lot more crabs, and we're going to show how we clean them before we steam them. Let's start with this one. So there's 4 good-sized crabs. That's Uncle Joe. Nope, oh wait, nope. Let's pull up the second one. Nothing up my sleeve. Well, let's see what's in the crab pot.
Number 2.
It feels heavy.
Could just be the mud, or it could be full of crabs. Okay.
2.
Okay. Looks like 1 or 2. That's still good.
I may let one of them go.
Yeah, I think. Oh, he has something on his back actually. Yeah, I say that guy gets to go free. And I don't know. Oh, maybe he lost a leg. Not sure what that is, but anyway, Bill and I, who I am Angela, his wife, we're gonna let that guy go. He's too small, regardless.
Yeah, it was from a missing flipper.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here on the Wilton Creek, which leads out to the Pianka Tank River, Native American, and goes out to the Chesapeake Bay into the Atlantic Ocean. So right here on our deck, our dock, we get to catch our own crabs, take them up to the house, and steam them, which we'll be showing you how we clean them prior to steaming today. Right, Bill?
That's
yeah?
Correct.
It's kind of a struggle to get them out of that crab pot. Of course, they can pinch the crap out of you. We're using chicken here today. Chicken legs, actually. Ooh. Okay, here's the little guy we're gonna let go.
You may go. You are free.
They, it's a natural thing for them to just swim back toward the water and drop themselves in. And there he goes. Oh, these are going to be some good eating. Can't wait. We've been catching crabs all summer and cleaning them, steaming them, and putting them in the freezer for a big feast all at once. We're going to have family and friends over and do one big crab feast. Uh-oh, we need the pliers. Hurry up. Don't let him go. Don't let him go. I'll hold this. You go get the pliers, dear. So I'm trapping him with this pot because, as I said, the natural instinct is to head toward the water, and this guy we don't want to let go. I don't need my toes either. All right, there you go. Nice little muddy bucket full of muddy crabs that we're going to go wash off, and we're going to hit the pot.
We did it! So now that we have caught those crabs, we put them in, basically I clean them, rinse them, get the dirt off. Then I put them in cold water. I add ice. You see a little bit there. I'm adding a little bit more. That way they're lethargic when you handle them and they don't bite you. So when I'm ready to do that, I do get my water hot, and I did put a little bit of Old Bay in there. Now normally when I put them to steam them, I put the Old Bay on the meat after we clean them. But one of my subscribers said, let's do it this way. So I'm going to do that, and thank you. I'm just going to put them in there, steam them, and I'll have a little Old Bay in the water only. And that way I can try the difference of the different types. So with that, we'll be back in a second. I think they'll be cold here in a minute. So it's been long enough. This water is nice and cold. Still got some cubes. But I just want to point out a couple things. When you're cleaning these before you steam them, I always have these tools ready. One, a butter knife. Most people don't need it, but just in case. The tongs in case whatever. And if these guys are really strong, you really need leather gloves. But I'm going to do it by catching one. Okay, let's take a peek at this one. This happens to be a female. Notice that there are no eggs, and so legally you're okay to catch these. Feel free to make a comment on what you think. All right, so obviously lethargic. And I'm going to go ahead and put one thumb on the paddle leg and the other on this part of the shell. And you separate. Okay, from here, and that's where the butter knife comes in, we have to get rid of the lungs. Okay, any of the slippery, all the excess in there. Yes, it doesn't sound good. You remove the eyes. Lastly, you take off the end of the tail. You take that off. Now I'm going to use cold water and clean that out. Now, some people have done it using a garden hose because there's a lot of pressure.
This is where you can also use that butter knife to help you do a little scraping to get the rest of the, let's call it guts, out. But by removing all of this now, you won't have to deal with it when you're ready to sit down and have your feast. That's why this year, we're cleaning them ahead of time. And all that mess, the shell, the smell, it's all gone out of your way. And like Bill said, that's a female he's cleaning right now. She didn't have any eggs, so she was good to keep. This is a male, as you can see, the long, I don't know what it's called, but the long thing on his belly versus that one on the female, which we have another female in here, if I can find her. Let's see. Well, these are all the males. Just trying to be careful just in case there's still any killing in these. Okay, here's the other female. When you look at her, see how it's a round, big round belly thing with a little tiny pointed? And then the male looks totally different. I don't know. I call that the penis. So here we go. Now Bill's putting them into this steamer pot to get them steamed, and we'll be back.
Okay, this is a male, so I'm going to go ahead and start the same process. Again, one thumb on the flipper and the other one on the shell itself, and you separate. Then you got to clean devil fingers off the lungs. Don't forget the back. Take that tail off. Once you get this part off, it's really a lot easier cleaning in here. If you have a lot of force in your water, I use this. It's a little easier to spread it out. I like to get that yellow stuff out. Somebody I heard once, they said that's butter. I'm passing. Okay, it looks like we're pretty much clean there. Turn it over. Get all the lungs off. And that's another clean one. Okay, we got them all clean. One fell off. And that's what they look like clean, so that once they're steamed, that's going to be a lot of sweet meat. And then, like I said, this batch will have no Old Bay. But like I mentioned, I have this in the water. We're gonna kick it up a notch and make it boil, boil, boil. And then we will steam these guys. Let's see what they look like when they're steamed. Okay, it's been steaming for about right around 12 minutes. Let's take a peek. There you go. Nice and clean and steamed. We let it cool off. I want to introduce you to my little Great Pyrenees. Hey, baby. It's a boy. And I think we're going to call him Bo. And he's gone. Still hot. When they're done, they cool off. I'm going to bag them, tag them, put them in the freezer. When they finally cooled down, as you can see, I put them in a freezer bag. This is a gallon bag, and I labeled it the date and how many are in the bag. Now this bag was a couple of days ago. I caught these, and there are 9 in there. So these will go with all the crabs that I have in my freezer, and I believe that's about 100. So if you like what you've seen today, hit the like button. More importantly, it'd be great if you could subscribe to my channel and then hit the notification button. It looks like a bell. That way you can see the progress of all these videos I've been doing. It'll notify you. Again, thank you for visiting. I will see you tomorrow, pretty sure.